Okay, so let me just share this slide with you, this screen with you. So this is what the quiz looks like, with some bonkers at the top. Yeah. And then here we have the. Can you read this, okay, guys?
Too small for me, but no
Too small.
problem.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Let's zoom in. There we go. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I've done is try to make sure that there's enough information in each of the questions that you should be able to identify what verb it is. So let's give it a try though. So the first one you can see, you've got taberu, the infinitive, tabemas, the present tense, tabete, the imperative, which group it's from, and then roughly what the translation is. So let me just expand this grid of people so I can see you all. And let me just make sure. I don't think there's anybody else. Okay, so Tom, how would you do the second one? Miru mimas.
Miru, mimas,
Good.
mite, and it's group 2 verb.
Yes. So how hard is that mite? Is it a hard mite or is it mite?
It's a 1 T.
Yes. So it's just mite. Good.
Mite.
Good. And Aga, how about this? How about number 3? Akemas, to open.
Akemas. Okay.
Infinitive, it's akeru,
Good.
then sakemasu, akete.
Good. That's it. Excellent. Well done.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, good. Guys, if it's not very clear how the answers are being derived, then just say, and I'll explain the process for working out whether it's group 2 or how to make it into the imperative. Okay. Let's see. Freddie, how about number 4, kaku?
Kaku. Kakimas.
Good.
And kakete.
Okay. So remember, with the group 2 verb, sorry, this is a group 1 verb, isn't it? With a group 1 verb, if the verb finishes with ku, this ku is completely cut off and it becomes ite. Ite. So this would become, what do you think?
So kakimas is kakete.
Not kakite, but the ku is completely cut off. So chop off the ku, throw the ku away, and then just say, sorry guys. Guys, sorry, can I ask you just to mute yourselves a second? Because I'm getting 3 voices at the same time. So Freddie, leave yourself unmuted.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, Freddie, one more time.
Katte.
Not katte, but so ku cut off and replaced with ite. Ite.
So it will be kaite.
Yes, exactly. Kaite. Kaite. Good.
Okay.
That's it. And this would be group. Which group is this?
Group 1.
Yes, exactly.
Group
Good.
1.
Excellent. Okay. Thanks, Freddie. Andre, how about number 5? Ikimas. To listeners here.
Can I ask something, please?
Of course, yeah, sure. Go ahead, Freddie.
Because I was not trying the quiz, but I was trying to review my notes, and I saw kaeru. Kaeru, you show it as an example of the group 1, but it's got an E before ru. So E before ru is normally group 2.
No, so this isn't a rule that you can rely on, because there are a few group 1 verbs that have got E before ru. So the only way to really tell, well, there's a couple of rules that you can use. So the first rule is, if you look at the third one, akemas.
Yep.
That's if you look at the mass form, there's an e before mass. Now this would have to be group 2, because if it would be group 1, in all of the group 1 verbs, if you look at the mass form, there is a letter I before the mass. So miru, sorry, not miru, kaku became kakimas. The next one, so here we got kikimas. So that's a key, again, that's a key just before the mass. So tabemas, which is group 2, that has an e before mass. So that would be definitely group 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I found a rule, but it's not 100%. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rule that would apply most of the time, but there are exceptions. So like you said, kaerimasu. So kaerimasu to return is the kaeru becomes kaeri because it's a group 1 verb. However, there is a group 2 verb, kaeru, which means to change. For example, in the expression kayawaza, meaning alternative kata, this kaya means change, but this would become kaemas and would become kaete.
But it's written the same infinitive.
Yeah, it is written the same infinitive. So it's not enough information just to look at the infinitive some of the time. So you, if it doesn't have ru at the end, then it's almost certainly a group 1. If it finishes with just u or ku or tsu or su or gu or bu or nu or mu, then this is definitely group 1. All those 8 are group 1. All the group 2 verbs have to finish with ru, but there are some group 1 verbs which also finish with ru, I'm afraid. So it's a trap. It's a trap.
Okay, thank you very much. I will
No
mute
problem.
myself.
Okay, I mean, so again, this is gonna if I just said to you, Freddie, turn kaeru into the mass form, unless you were to see what the verb meant, or unless you saw it written down, you wouldn't know. It's a trick to ask you that sort of question.
It can be kaerimas.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. You won't know unless you have more information. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Where were we? Andre, could you do kikimasu?
Hi. To
Dozo.
listen.
Yes.
Kiku, kikimasu,
Yep.
kite, and
Good.
that's good 1.
Exactly. Yes. Good. Excellent. Kiku, kikimasu, kite. 1. Okay. Good. Thanks, Andre. Joel, how about number 6, ageru?
So ageru, agemasu,
Good.
agete.
Yep.
It's group 2 and it means to raise.
To raise, yeah, or to give. Good. Excellent. Thanks, Joel. Alessio, how about we've done kaeru already, haven't we? I think kaeru, kaerimasu. I'll give you one. I'll give you 1.5. Alessio, I'm just going to let David in a second. So, Alessio, can you do 7 and 8, please?
Okay. Ageru, agemasu, agete.
Sorry, Alessio, can you do number 7 and number 8?
Number 7. Sorry.
Yeah, that's good.
Kaeru, group 1. So kaimasu, kaite.
Not kaimasu. If it's group 1, it means the ru at the end becomes the ri.
Yes, kaerimasu.
Good. Yes, exactly.
Kaite.
Yes. And is that a hard double T, or
kaite.
Is it one? Kaite. Exactly. Yes. Good. So as it ends with ru, and it's a group 1, this finishes with a hard kaite.
Okay.
Kaite. Yeah. Good. Good. And can you do number 8 as well, please?
Number 8 is kuru. Is group 3.
Good.
So it's kaite is the T form, and kimasu.
Sorry, can you say the imperative one more time for number 8?
Kuru, kimasu.
Good.
Kite.
Yes, good. Exactly. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. And as you said, it's group 3. So kuru, kimasu, kite. Excellent. Isa. Ciao. Come and have a go. Come and have a go. So let's work through this a little bit systematically first. So look at number 9 a second. Now you can see that it goes kiru, and then it goes kimas. So you can see the ru has been chopped off completely, and mas has been stuck on the end. So which group do you think this is?
Isn't it 2?
Yes, it's group 2. Yeah, that's exactly the definition of group 2, is that to make group 2 verbs from the infinitive to the mass form, chop off the ru and put mas on the end.
Yeah, but I thought it was kite, the imperative.
Yeah, it is. It's kite.
Oh, because it's written on the line below.
That's a different question.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so kite. Good. Okay, while you're here then, let's do another one. How about number 10?
Yeah, I thought it was the same.
Well,
Kiru,
so look at this one. So this is
number
kite
2.
and to cut. Kite, to cut. So what do you know about the word to cut? So we do it in Iaido. It's used in Iaido kata. Let's start with the present tense. What's the mass form of cutting? I cut.
Is it kimas?
Not
No.
kimas. So what's the fifth kata called in Iaido? I don't know. Right. Give me your Dan grade back.
Giri.
Yeah, okay, giri. Okay, so giri. So you can see that this is the first part has been softened from a K to a G because it's a compound word. But it would be kiri. So that would mean the mass form is dozo. Take a guess.
I don't know. Because is it kirimas?
Yeah, kirimas, exactly. Kirimas.
Okay.
Yeah, kirimas.
Okay. So
Okay.
kirimas.
So it goes from kirimas to kite with a hard double T. So
Okay.
the re at the end has been turned into a hard double T. So which group would that make you think that comes from?
If it's group 3.
No.
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 Oh, doppia T is group 1.
Yeah, group 1. It is, yeah. So it's kirimas, kite. So if it's group 1, what's the infinitive?
But the infinitive is written there. It's kite.
No, that's imperative.
Imperative, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
the infinitive. Is it kiri?
Kiru.
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 Yeah.
So it's the same as the one above.
Yeah, grazie, Alessio.
So it's just because I know I thought it was Kiru, but then I got confused because Kiru is the one above.
Yeah, exactly.
What does it mean then?
Yeah.
Because I don't know the meaning of the one above.
Of number 9, this means to wear some clothing.
Okay.
Like kimono.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they both have the same infinitive.
They do. Yes.
Yeah.
So like I was saying to Freddie,
confused.
That's good. Like I was saying to Freddie, there is a kairu, which is a group 1, meaning to return, and there's a kairu which is group 2, which means to change. So you have to sort of look at the other information to make a guess as to what it is.
Okay. I thought that it needed to be different.
No. So
I was looking for a different answer.
Yeah. So I mean, the parts of this test is to help you to realize that just as in other languages, there are words which are spelt exactly the same, are pronounced exactly the same, and have completely different meanings. Yeah.
But these are conjugated in a different way.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thanks, Lisa. Zim, how about number 11, to thrust, number 1? Do you remember what this is?
11, infinitive would be tsuki.
That would be the right form for the mass form.
Okay.
That would be the present tense, tsukimasu. But how about the infinitive?
Suru?
Not suru, but you're close.
Okay.
So have a look at the other ones on the page a second. So you'll see that all of the infinitives finish with an u sound. So to turn a group 1 verb from the infinitive into the mass form, we take the u sound at the end and make it an e sound. So u becomes e, ku becomes ki, su becomes shi, su becomes chi. So if skimas is the mass form,
Sukeru?
Not tsukeru. That would be weird. Tsuku. Yeah, tsuku. So think about turning it from the other direction. Let's go from the infinitive into the mass form. you've got tsuku, and then to turn it into the mass form, you turn the end part, the u sound, into an e. It becomes tsukimasu. Tsukimasu. Yeah.
Tsukimasu.
And then the imperative.
Tsukimasu. Tsukute?
Not tsukute. Okay, so stop looking.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, don't worry. So this is the part which was also some people made a mistake. For group 1 verbs that finish with ku, the ku is cut off completely. So erase the ku and put ite. Ite. So you've got tsu, ku, remove the ku and put ite.
So just suite.
Yeah, suite. Suite, exactly. Suite. Good. Okay, let's try the next one as well, Zim. How about number 12, ukeru?
Ukeru, ukimasu. Okiite.
Okay, so looking at this information you have now, which group do you think this comes from?
That would be group 2.
Yes, exactly, group 2. So ukeru, ukemasu, and then what would you do to make the infinitive?
Is it okiite?
Yeah, just ukete. So
okete.
the ru or the mas gets chopped off really cleanly.
It's replaced.
Uke remains the same. You just simply put te on at the end.
All right.
Do you know what this means, ukemas?
Okay. To turn?
No. It's in one of the Ido katas. Yeah, Tom, that one.
Oh, okenagashi.
Yes. Yeah.
Like if to deflect or to fire.
Yeah. So this uke part of ukenagashi, uke means to receive. To receive.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Manuel, how about number 13?
Au.
Good.
Aimasu.
Yep.
Atte.
Good.
And group 1.
Yes, exactly. So for those of you that aren't quite so confident about this, au, so au. So the au becomes an e to become aimasu. And then all group 1 verbs that finish with just a single vowel, i.e. the u, become a hard te. So it becomes a te. Good, thanks, Manuel. How about the next one as well, Manuel, the number 14?
Hanashimasu.
Good, yep, hanashimasu.
Hanashite.
Yep, hanashite.
And group 1.
Group 1, exactly, yes, good. Well done. Okay, thanks, Manuel. Kim, I'm throwing you the hard one, actually. No? Okay, Kim, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let me talk.
One back. Hanasu became?
Hanasu. Yeah, hanashimasu. Hanashimasu. So when you've got a group 1 infinitive, su becomes she, hanashimasu. And group 1 verbs that finish with su to make it the imperative become shite, hanashite.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How about number 15? This one's difficult, so I'm happy to talk you through it if you have problems.
Can I to speak?
To say.
Ite. Well, let's try it again. It is iru or i?
Nearly. It's EU. This one is difficult.
EU. Yes, that was the third choice I had.
Yeah. In fact, there's more than one group 1 verb that becomes the imperative ite. So yeah, you.
Okay.
So what would be the present tense? What would be the mass form?
I think iimasu.
Good. Yes, iimasu. Excellent. And therefore, which group is it?
Group 1.
Yes, exactly. Group 1. Perfect. Yeah. And I don't know if you remember, but this is one of the kind of half exceptions. If you're vocalizing this and you said the imperative, if you said eat there, this is grammatically correct. But what do most modern Japanese people now say? Do you remember?
Ite or something.
Yute.
Yute.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Good. Okay. Do you want to try number 16 as well, Kim? Yobimasu.
Yobimasu. That would be yobu.
Good. Yes.
The infinitive, and
Correct.
then yonde.
Yes. Good. Yonde.
Yonde.
And therefore it's group
One.
one. Yes. Good. And do you remember what this means?
That was a little bit more difficult.
Okay. So this means
to call.
Yes, to call, exactly. Watashi yo yonde kudasai. Excellent. Good. Well done. Thanks, Kim. Who's a bit lower? Let me just stretch out the window so I can see who else we've got. I know David arrived. Oh, Asha. Asha, let's look at number 17. Oyoide.
It's oyogu.
Good. Yep, that's it. Oyogu.
Oyogimasu.
Yes. Good.
Oyoite.
Yeah.
It's, I think, group 2, and it is to swim.
Oh, nearly. It can't be group 2 there, can it? Because if it was, if it was group 2, it would have to finish with ru. The infinitive would have to finish with ru. Yeah.
1.
That's group 1. Yes. Good. Good. And number 18 to read.
It was similar to call yomu.
Good.
Yomimasu.
Yes.
Yonde.
Yes. Good. Exactly. And it's group
1.
Yes. Good. Excellent. Thanks, Sasha. And David, I think you might be the last one. Over to you, David. Let's do number 19. Shimasu.
Shimasu. This is group 3.
It is good. Yeah. Exactly.
So this would be suru.
Good. Yes.
Shimasu and
Good.
shite.
Yes. Excellent.
To do.
And to do. Yes. Correct. Good. Well done. And how about number 20?
Asobu. This is group 1.
Good. Yes.
So this is asobimasu.
Yes.
And ends with a boot, so asonde.
Yes. Excellent. Good.
To play, I think.
Yeah. Good. To play. Excellent. Well done, guys. Okay. So you've all had a go at least one of them. So you kind of know how to do this table. So if you haven't done this test already, can I ask you to download it from the Facebook site and have a go before next week? And you'll find it is useful to kind of just consolidate these rules about how to change group 1 verbs or how to recognize group 2 verbs. Yeah. Any questions, guys? Cool. Right. Let's look at today's session. That was only the warm-up. Okay, let's just share the screen with you. And we are here. Let's move that over there. Present. Pointer. Okay, here we are. So E adjectives, which is going to be part of today's main focus. Sorry, give me a second, guys. There. So hopefully from last week, you will have done a little bit of practice, but tell me if you haven't. We would have, these are our example adjectives over here. So atsui, samui, hayai, osoi, orki, chisai. And unfortunately, unlike almost the rest of Japanese, you can't make a sentence and turn it into the negative by finishing with dewa arimasen. You can't say this. If you want to say it's not hot, you would have to say, for example, if you want to say today is not hot, you would have to say kyou wa atsukunai desu. So it has to finish with desu. So you always finish with it is in this case. Kyou wa atsukunai desu. So let's have a little bit of practice first. So Zim, how would you say? Let's start with how would you say today is cold? Today is cold.
今日は寒い.
Samui, and then a word at the end.
Today is 今日は寒いです.
Yes, good. 今日は寒いです. And how would you say today is not cold?
今日は寒くないです.
Excellent. 今日は寒くないです. Good. And let's do one more. So Manuel, how would you say this car is not fast?
この車、この車は
Good.
速くないです。
Good. この車は速くないです. Excellent. Good. Thanks, Manuel. So the same rule then applies for saying these adjectives in the past tense. So again, we knock off the E off the end and replace it with katta. Katta. So yesterday was hot. I would say 昨日は暑かったです. Again, finishing with des. 暑かったです. So Kim, how would you say yesterday the bus was slow? Yesterday the bus was slow.
No, the bus.
Bus はバスです。
昨日、バスです。No, 昨日バスは
Yeah, good. バスは
yesterday. It was yesterday?
It was, yes.
It
yeah.
was, yeah, okay. Osokata desu.
Yeah, perfect. 昨日はバス。昨日バスは遅かったです。Good. Yeah, that's it. Okay, good. Let's do one.
But difficult.
Yeah, it will come. It's just practice. We just have to practice this. I mean, these, trust me, guys, these are much easier than trying to do group 1 verbs. We will have this mastered in 20 minutes, I promise you. Okay, Asha, how would you say yesterday was cold?
昨日は cold.
Yes.
寒かったです。
Yes, good. 昨日は寒かったです. Good. Excellent. Thanks, Asha. Okay, and then if we want to make some, if we want to put something in the past negative, well, kunai is a new e adjective by taking the e off, for example, atsui, and sticking kunai on the end. Atsu kunai is now a new e adjective. So to turn it into the past, we knock off the e from the end, chop that off, and put katta. So it becomes kunakatta. So I could say, 昨日は暑くなかったです. 昨日は暑くなかったです. Yesterday was not hot. 昨日は暑くなかったです. Okay. Let's see who we've got. So Freddie, how would you say yesterday? Oh, no. Let's do, how would you say last week was not hot? Last week was not hot.
先週、暑くなかったです。
Good. 先週は暑くなかったです. Good. Andre, how would you say the train last week was not fast or was not early?
先週の電車は早くなかった。
Yes. And then finishing with
です。
Des, yeah. I'm only forcing you guys to say des because we're doing polite level Japanese. In casual conversation, you wouldn't bother saying des. You would just say, Senshu no densha wa hayaku nakatta. This would be fine. This would be fine. But I want you guys to speak polite Japanese. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing a second so I can see if your faces look confused or not. Let's see. No, not too bad, although Isa's hiding her face. So let's give her a question. Because it's sunny? Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Isa, how would you say, so I'm going to give you a new adjective. You might know this already.
Mm.
So the adjective is the one for delicious. Do you know what delicious is?
Oishi.
Good. Oishi. Well done.
I
Well
think
done.
I know.
Well done. Good. So how would you say this sushi was delicious? This sushi was delicious.
It would be この寿司は
Good.
おいしかったです.
Yeah, good. Exactly. One more time.
Oishikata. Yeah.
Yeah, you said it exactly correctly. One more time.
Kono sushi wa oishikatta desu.
Yes, good. Kono sushi wa oishikatta desu. Let's see. Joelle, how would you say? So the word for the opposite of delicious, there isn't so many words for this in English, but we might say disgusting or yucky. Do you know what the word is for yucky? Mazui. 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 Yeah, the opposite of oishi. So how would you say this dinner was disgusting? This dinner. Good.
Mazukatta desu.
Yes. Kono bangohan wa mazukatta desu. Aga, you're looking confused. So the best way to get out of this is to answer one of these questions. Do you remember the word for interesting or funny?
Interesting.
Yeah, or funny, entertaining.
Okashi.
That's strange. There's another one.
Omoshiroi.
Omoshiroi. This means interesting or funny or entertaining. How would you say yesterday the television was interesting?
昨日テレビは、面白かったです。
Good, yeah. 昨日テレビは面白かったです。Okay, let's now throw in one more then. So how would you say last week Andy's jokes were not very funny, which is something that most people say. The Japanese word for joke is joku. Joku. You can say joku. Yeah, or you can say Jordan. Jordan, like Jordan Kamai. This is the same pronunciation.
先週、エンディさんのジョークは、what was it?
面白い, but not 面白い.
Oh, 面白くなかったです。
Yes, good. 面白くなかったです. Good, excellent. Thanks, Aga. Well done. Okay, guys, I know some of you are writing down notes. This is, in comparison to Group 1 verbs, this should be quite simple. Can you please put your thumbs down if you're not sure about doing these E adjectives so far? Okay, good. So I can see a thumb up, which is good. Okay, cool. Okay, let's move on.
Question?
Yeah, go ahead, Asha. Go ahead.
Oishi, in the word delicious, we cut off the I, the last I, or not?
Yes, but let me just show you this for a second. Yeah. So if you look at, let's say, or key on, can you see this, the screen here? Or key. So this is almost a similar thing where at the ending, we've got an E, but there's also an E as part of ki. So, and the same thing happens with oishi. It's oishi and then another E. Yeah, two I's basically. So the final I gets cut off and it becomes oishikunai or oishikatta. So I'm not very strongly pronouncing that final E. It just flows into oishikunai, but it is there. If you said oishikunai, this is correct, but it's not oishikunai. That's the difference, you see.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody else okay? Any questions? Yosh. Ja susumimashou. Let me just share the screen with you again. Okay. So yeah, this will probably be part of the last thing we're going to do on E adjectives. There isn't that much to learn, really. This part here now, the stem plus ku equals adverb. So if we want to make adverbs in Japanese, we take the E adjective again. We chop off the last E and put ku. So fast becomes quickly. Slow becomes slowly by taking this E off and putting ku on at the end. So I could say, for example, if I want to say, I will go quickly to London, I will say London ni hayaku ikimasu. Hayaku ikimasu. Hayaku ikimasu. Okay. That's all the information I'm going to give you. We're going to play with this now. Just remember, ku. Okay, let's start from the top. Tom, how would you say, tomorrow, please do your Iaido training slowly?
明日、ヤイドの稽古を、slowly, 遅い。Oh no, 遅く。
Yep.
遅く。
And then please do?
です。遅くです。
Okay, but this
No.
time I want you to actually ask somebody to do something. So, osoku.
Okay, so the verb should be then suru. So
Good.
if I ask, してください。
Yes, good. Can you say the whole
I
sentence
do.
again?
Okay. 明日、ヤイドの稽古を、およく、
Not oyoku, but
遅く。
Yes.
遅くしてください。
Excellent. 明日、Iaido no keiko o osoku shite kudasai. Good, good. Guys, just so you don't write this down and then copy this as an error. So you wouldn't actually say this. You can use osoi to mean something which is slow or late in a kind of negative way. But if you want to say to somebody, please do it at your leisure, slowly, steadily, instead of saying osoku, does anybody know the word for this? Sometimes you might hear this at a seminar. Aga, do you know this word? Begins with you. You. Okay, it's yukuri. Yukuri. Probably worth writing this down. It's a very useful word, yukuri. And it's not an e adjective. It's a na adjective. So you can say just yukuri ni shite kudasai, or you can just say yukuri shite kudasai. Means at your leisure, in your own time,
Is that yukuri or yukuri?
Yukuri. It's a double K.
Double K.
Yukuri, yeah. Yukuri. Now you've heard this word, you might hear this at seminars where there are Japanese senseis, because they're often saying yukuri, yukuri. Do it slowly, Yukuri shite kudasai. Good, thanks, Tom. Aga, how would you say tomorrow morning I will go to the company early?
Morning.
Is asa.
I'm sorry, one more time, please.
Sure. Tomorrow morning, I will go to the company, or I'll go to work. I will go early to work. I will go early, or quickly. Early and quickly, the same thing, aren't they?
朝、会社に、朝早く会社に行きます。
Yes, good. One more time.
朝早く会社に行きます。
Good. And as it's tomorrow morning, not just morning, how would you say tomorrow morning I'll go to the company very early?
明日の朝、明日の朝、早く会社に行きます。
Perfect. 明日の朝、早く会社に行きます。Good. Thanks, Aga. Dozo.
You don't have to use the adverb immediately before the verb. So you can say hayaku kaisha ni ikimasu or kaisha ni hayaku ikimasu.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. This information that goes in the middle can be in roughly any order. So the adverb can go basically anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Thanks, John. Freddie, how would you say? Oh God, it's difficult to create adverbs spontaneously. Okay, so we've got the word oishi, which means delicious, and you now want to say to somebody, please make breakfast deliciously.
Ryori oshimasu is cooking.
Good, yes, excellent. So breakfast, you have a choice. Perhaps the easiest one to remember is morning meal. So morning is asa. And then do you remember the word for meal? It's the same word for rice, gohan. Gohan. Asa gohan.
Asa gohan wa.
So remember, that's the thing you're making, isn't it? So that's the object of your action. So it would be asa gohan o. Good.
Asa gohan o, and it was oishiku ryoryo shimasu.
Good. Yeah. Asa gohan o oishiku
ryoryo shimasu.
And then if you want to say please make delicious breakfast,
kudasai at the end.
Yeah. So can you say that whole thing again?
Gohan o.
Yeah.
Gohan osoku ryoryo shimasu.
So this means I will, but how do you say please do?
Shimasenka.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a good. Won't you make it? Yeah, you can say this. So I'm prompting you to use the te form now with Freddie.
Asa gohan o osoku no oishiku.
Good.
Gohan o ryori shimasen.
So how do you turn shimas into the te form, into the imperative? Do you remember?
Shite kudasai.
Exactly. Yeah. Good. So ryori shite kudasai. So one more time, Freddie. Can I just ask something? Your microphone is breaking off. I think it's either when you look down, or because you're a bit far away from the microphone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's better. That's better. Okay. Can you now say it?
Okay, I'll try to say asa gohan o oishiku gohan ryoryo shite kudasai.
Okay, there's one too many gohans in there. So asa gohan o. It's all right. This isn't a Japanese problem. This is just remembering what I've said. Asa gohan o.
Oishiku gohan ryoryo shite kudasai.
Ryori shite kudasai.
Not again, no.
No. So gohan only once and o only once. So it would be. Let me just say it really slowly. Asa gohan o. So we've marked the object. Oishiku. So that's the adverb.
Gohan.
And then that's it. So it's asa gohan. That's the object. Oishiku ryori shite kudasai. Asa gohan o oishiku
ryoryo shite kudasai.
Just ryori shite kudasai. Ryori shite kudasai. Yeah. Okay, good. Thanks, Freddie.
So the time that I will have my dinner, you all have finished.
Lucky it's breakfast, isn't it? Good. Thanks, Freddie. No problem at all. Andre, how would you say? So a way of saying well, as in you do something well, is the same word for doing something often, very frequently. And if we take the adjective e to mean good, so the adjective is e, that's good, and then the adverb is well in English. So e is one way of saying good, but you would also use yoi, especially if you're using the negative or the past tense. So, for example, Andre, how would you say this mobile phone is good? Just say this by itself first. This mobile phone is good.
この携帯はいいです。
Yes, good. And then how do you say this phone is not good?
この携帯は良くなかったです。
Oh, no, it is good. It is good.
Oh, この携帯は良かったです。
That's it. Was good. How about it's not good?
この携帯は良いです。
That's good still. Yoi is good. Yoi and e are the same thing. So, but not good. Not good.
Not good. この携帯は良くないです。
Good. Yeah. この携帯は良くないです. This isn't a good phone. Then how would you say this phone was good?
この携帯は良かったです。
この携帯は良かったです。
良かったです。
Yes,
良かっ
good.
た。
Yeah. So this word yokatta is often used as an exclamation in Japanese to mean great, something good has happened, fantastic, yokatta, or you did that well, yokatta desu, yokatta. And then Andre, how would you say this phone was not good? So past tense negative.
この携帯は良くなかったです。
Yeah, good. この携帯は良くなかったです。So this is good being used in the past tense and the negative. So instead of e, we use your, yoi. Okay, and then so for the adverb, yoi would become yoku, which means to do something well or to do something often. So how, Andre, how would you say I often go to Osaka?
大阪によく行きます。
Yeah, good. Osaka ni yoku ikimasu. Osaka ni yoku ikimasu. Okay, good. Thanks, Andre. And then let's finish these ones with Joel. Joel, how would you say? How would you say you did that kata well? You did that kata well.
その方は
Not wa, because the wa is you, isn't it, at the moment? And you're saying anata wa. So it'd be sono kata. Kata is the object.
その方を
Good, yeah.
よくしました。
Yeah, good, exactly. Sono kata o yoku shimashita. Yeah, exactly. Well done, good, yeah. Excellent. Okay, I'm running out of examples for adjectives, and we will use, sorry, I'm running out of examples for adverbs. So I want to change this topic slightly. Still using ku. Tom, after you.
Maybe it's something else, but when we say the yoi in Jodo, from what does that come? It's
this is a slightly different word. This yoi means preparation, means prepare. Yeah. So it's actually a completely different set of Chinese characters.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are going to use adverbs more and more, but I want to find those adverbs and use examples in real life situations when we're making conversations. So I want to come off the use of ku as an adverb and go into something else. Let me just show you. I think it's on the, I hope it's on the slide. Oops. Okay, can you see this, guys? Oops, go on. This bit. So I'm going to introduce you to a new verb, narimasu, narimasu, narimasu. So the infinitive is naru, naru. So Freddie, tell me, if the infinitive is naru and the mass form is narimasu, which group does this come from?
That will be group 1.
Good, yeah. And what would be the imperative?
Naru will be natte.
Good, yes, natte. Excellent, good, natte. So this becomes to change. This means to become, to change into, or it becomes. In fact, we have this word already in your lexicon, which is in the word sashinari. Sashinari. So sasu means to put something into your obi or to stab yourself, and naru, nari, means to become. So it's like in the obi, sashinari. So we already have a way of remembering what nari means. Okay, so we can use this ku form of the adjective to say that something becomes more something. So I'll give you an example in English. Let me just stop sharing a second so I can see the confusion on Isa's face. If I want to say yesterday became hot, or became hotter, I should say, yesterday became hotter, I would say, kino wa atsuku narimashita. It became hotter. Atsuku, so atsuku is kind of set in the direction towards hot, and naru or narimashita means it became. Atsuku narimashita. So Alessio, hey, how would you say tomorrow will become colder? Tomorrow will get colder.
明日、寒くです。
That would be not des, but we would use narimasu again. So,
sorry, yes, become, sorry. 明日寒く narimasu.
Narimasu, yeah, just this. Ashita samuku narimasu. You don't need des on the end because you've already have a verb at the end. So there's no need for des. It's either des, usually it's des or a verb. So ashita samuku narimasu. Good, thanks, Alessio. Isa, while the microphone's on, how would you say? No, come back. It's easy. So here's another adjective, which I'll give you a moment to write down. The adjective is expensive or high, tall. So it's the same word, which is takai. Yeah, that's right, Aga. Takai. Yeah, it's an E adjective. Takai. Expensive or high. Not as in smoking marijuana. Yeah. So how would you say cars have become more expensive? Cars have become more expensive. If there's any words you're not sure.
Cars?
Kuruma.
Okay. More expensive.
Yeah. Or you could say just cars have become expensive. That's also
okay. So kuruma takai narimasu?
So not takai, but remember we're using this ku form.
Would it be takaku?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I forgot cars.
Kuruma. That's okay. I don't mind you. I don't mind you forgetting vocabulary. It's fine.
Okay.
Kuruma.
Karuma. Takaku.
Good.
Narimasu.
So they have become. So it's the past tense. Therefore, you would say.
Oh, narimashita.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So let's have the whole sentence again.
Karuma.
So this is kuruma.
Yeah. Kuruma takaku narimashita.
Good. Okay. So what particle do you think would go after kuruma?
Kuruma wa?
Yeah, exactly. That's the subject of the sentence, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
One more time. Kuruma wa takaku narimashita.
Good. Kuruma wa takaku narimashita. Good. Thanks, Isa. That's okay. Zim, how would you say food has become cheap? So the word cheap is yasui.
What is food?
Okay, good question. Right. So there's some easy ways to remember this. What's the word to eat? What's the verb to eat?
Taberu.
Good. Yeah. If you take off the ru off the end, so you have tabe, and then fix it with items or things. Do you remember what the word was for items?
Tabeo.
I know. So items is mono.
Tabemono.
Yeah. So food is tabemono.
はい。食べ物を、安くなりますです。
Okay, hang on again. So, okay, it's nearly there. So what's the after tabemono? What would be the particle after tabemono?
Tabemono o.
So or marks the object if you're doing something to it, but in this case we're marking the subject, aren't we? So we're not.
Tabemono wa.
Yes, good. Tabemono wa.
Tabemono wa yasuku narimasu.
Good. Okay, so this means food will become cheap, but how would you say it has become cheap?
It would be yasuku narimashita.
Good. Yes. Tabemono wa yasuku narimashita. Tabemono wa yasuku narimashita. Excellent. Good. Manuel, how would you say drink, as in booze, will become more expensive? Drink will become more. So tabemono was food. So what do you think drink is?
No mono.
So it was tabe. So tabemas made.
No. Tabemas.
Yeah. So
nomimono.
Yes, good. Nomimono. Yeah.
Okay. So what was it?
Drink will become more expensive.
飲み物は高くなります。
Yes, good. 飲み物は高くなります。Excellent. Good. Thanks, Manuel. Kim, how would you say next week the weather will become cold? I'm going to give you 2 new words now. So if you only have to worry about the grammar, don't worry about the vocabulary. I'll tell you the vocabulary. So next week, the weather will become cool, not cold, but cool. So weather is, do you know this word weather?
No.
Tenki. Tenki.
Tenki.
Yeah.
Tenki.
And there's a difference between cool and cold in Japanese. So the word cold, samui, means uncomfortably cold. So if it's not a good feeling, then it would be samui. But if it's cool, yeah, good. Suzushi, excellent.
Suzushi, yes.
Yeah.
I wrote it down.
Oh, well done. Good, good, good. Excellent.
Okay, now the sentence.
Yeah.
Next week, Raishu.
Good.
Raishu. Tenki wa. Suzushiku.
Good. Yes.
Narimasu.
Yeah, exactly. Raishu tenki wa suzushiku narimasu. Good. Excellent. Thanks, Kim. And David, you're the last. How would you say? So we did this morning. Japanese is getting more difficult. So the word for difficult, do you remember this one from this morning?
Muzukashi.
Yeah, muzukashi. So Japanese is becoming difficult. Japanese is becoming difficult. Or Japanese becomes difficult.
Nihongo wa muzukashiku narimasu.
Yes, good. Nihongo wa muzukashiku narimasu. So muzukashi, guys. Muzukashi, difficult. Good. Nihongo wa muzukashiku narimasu. Okay. We have basically fulfilled today's objectives. Early, I would say, actually. So, sleep. You want to go to sleep? Okay. So, Kim, the word sleepy is nemui. Nemui.
Nemui.
So, how would you say I have become sleepy? I have become sleepy.
Double M?
No, just single M.
Nemui. I have become nemui.
Yes.
Watashi wa nemui desu.
That's
I've become nemui narimasu.
So how would you put nemui into an adverb? How would you transform it into an adverb?
Nemuku.
Nemuku, yes. Good.
Nemuku narimasu.
Okay. Yes. And then past tense?
Watashi wa nemuku narimashita.
Perfect. Watashi wa nemuku narimashita. Excellent. Yeah, good. Well done. There was something I was going to tell you guys as a unique bit of information. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I remember now. So, sorry, Kim, I'm going back to you. You said next week the weather will become cooler. Okay? So, does everybody remember what Kim said? Raishu tenki wa suzushiku narimasu. Okay, the bit I want to tell you guys as an added extra is listen to this in English first, and you'll be able to hear that I'm saying 2 sentences which mean the same thing. Next week, the weather, something, 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 etc., etc. Next week, the weather will become cold or something. Next week, the weather. Or I could say, next week's weather will become something, something, something. Next week, pause, the weather, and next week's weather. In English, this means exactly the same thing. Okay, we're saying next week to make the setting of the time, and then saying the weather. Or you can say the possessive, next week's weather. So, Isa, Commons ear and activate your microphone.
So,
So how would you say next week the weather will become hotter?
so it's not next week's weather.
No, just next week the weather will become hotter.
So it's Raishu.
No.
No,
Not
that the
Raishu.
weather is that Raishu.
Weather.
Tenkiwa.
Yeah, tenki. Yeah, good. Yeah, tenkiwa.
Hotter is
Atsui. Atsui is the adjective.
Yeah. Atsuku narimasu.
Good. Yes. Raishu.
Raishu.
Tenkiwa.
Tenkiwa. Atsuku narimasu.
Perfect. Raishu. Tenkiwa. Atsuku narimasu. And now, sorry, Kim, I did see you put your hand up, but let me just ask Isa this second one. How would you now say next week's weather will become hotter?
So, I forgot next week.
Oh, Raishu.
Raishu, no.
Yeah.
The Raishu no tenki atsuku narimasu.
Raishu no tenki, and then what particle goes at the end here?
Oh, tenki ni. No. Blah, 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 blah. Tenki. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Raishu no.
Good.
Tenki. That's three. Is it? Oh, no.
No. Or is the object when you're doing something.
Okay. I just threw one there. Okay. Next week's weather.
Raishu no tenki. And then Mark, this is the subject you're talking about, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
course.
exactly. Yeah.
So, Raishu no tenki wa atsuku narimasu.
Yes. Raishu no tenki wa atsuku narimasu. So I just wanted to point out, guys, that when you're setting the time, if it's next week or last week or next year or last year, you can either make an announcement and say, I'm talking about next year by just saying Rainen, and then talk about the thing that you're saying. Or you can say, if you want to say, talk about the train from last week, you can say, Senshu no densha wa hayakatta desu. Last week's train was fast, or last week's train was early. Senshu no. You can use no as the possessive. Last week's train, yeah. However, if we're talking about saying next week it is going to be hot, then now next week becomes the subject of the conversation. So you would say, Isa, go ahead. How would you say next week it will become hot?
You don't say weather.
No, I just want you to say next week it will become hot.
So, Raishu wa.
Raishu
wa.
Yeah, exactly. Raishu wa.
Atsuku narimasu. Good.
Raishu wa atsuku narimasu. Yeah, good. Kim, sorry, did you have a question? Or were you calculating with your finger? Sure. Okay. Good. What else? Do you guys want to do a little practice in the last 5 minutes? Yeah? Okay. So, Tom, how would you say, so the word to show, do you remember that from this morning? Were you there when we said
I was
show?
there, but miseru.
Miseru.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've introduced this new word to show, miseru. Let's see, Zim, which group do you think miseru belongs to?
That would be group 2.
Good, yeah, miseru. It is group 2, but you don't actually have enough information to be sure about this because it could have been miserimashita. It's not, but it could have been another verb. Yeah.
Because I think the other word for is like for asking is misite.
Good. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, perfect. So, yeah, you know it. Excellent. Yeah, misite kudasai. Yeah. Good. Okay. So Tom, how would you say? Firstly, how would you say? Please show me your house. Please show me your house.
O uchi o misete kudasai.
Good. And then how would you say, you showed me a good embu?
Embu, embu, misemashita.
Good. Yeah. So there's a few ways of saying this. You could say I embu o misemashita, but you want to say thank you for showing me a nice embu. So what you can do, guys, I know some of you are now looking a little bit confused. By saying to somebody, you showed me a nice embu, you're kind of expressing some thank you. You're saying you gave me something. So what you can do is, you know this word kudasai, which means please give me. Well, this is actually a shortening of a verb, kudasaimasu, kudasaimasu, which means to have something given down to you. A bit like moraimasu means to receive something from somebody. If somebody gives something to you, you can say moraimasu. Kudasaimasu is basically means the same thing. Means the same thing. I received something. I will receive something. Kudasaimasu. So if you wanted to say you showed me a nice embu, then you could say, Tom?
O embu kudasaimashita.
Not o embu, but good embu.
Good embu.
Just use simple adjectives for now.
Embu o kudasaimashita.
So that was you showed me an embu. What about a good embu? What's good?
Does it work with oshi? No.
No. So
that's a delicious embu.
Yeah. Do you remember what good is in Japanese? As an e adjective?
Imai?
E.
And yoi. Yeah.
Yes. Good. Yeah. Yeah.
It's always better to use the yoi or the e.
In these days, it's better to use e unless you come from southern Japan.
Okay. No, southern Japan. I embu o kudasaimashita.
So I didn't hear the show though. I
embu o show was miseru, so misemashita. Kudasaimashita.
Okay, so let me just explain then, because I know it's becoming a bit complicated. If you want to say you did something for me, so we got a verb here, and we use the te form. We use the te form and kudasaimashita. So to say please show me your embu, you would say embu o misete kudasai. So this makes it into a request. But to say you showed me an embu, you would say embu o misete kudasaimashita. To say you gratefully, you very nicely showed me an embu.
So we're mixing the te form, but the last verb must show the tense for the past tense.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
So we're mixing two tenses.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, if you say, "Please do something for me," so please say, "Isa." I can see you're confused, so I'm going to use you as an example. Don't worry. Best thing to do is to throw yourself in it. How do you say, "Please eat"?
Eat. I forgot.
Taberu. Taberu is the infinitive.
Tabete kudasai.
Yeah. So this is actually a shortening. It's actually a shortening of tabete kudasaimasu. But these days, nobody says, unless you're in a very formal situation, you don't say kudasaimasu. But kudasai is just a shortening of saying, you will give me, you will give me. So tabete kudasaimasu is the original full length of that sentence, of that request. So by saying you did give me, then you just simply turn kudasaimasu into kudasaimashita. Kudasaimashita. So you would say misete if you say you showed, thank you, you showed me an embu, you say embu o misete kudasaimashita, or embu o misete moraimashita. I received the showing of an embu.
Moraimashita. Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit advanced here.
It's okay. We're playing. What are you playing?
I have a question about the sentence, you showed me a good embu.
Yes.
The embu is, so it's past, it happened in the past. So, but we are using the E form of the adjective.
Yes, good. Now this is the knot that we tied ourselves.
Yokata, it's E.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the knots that we tied ourselves up in this morning's session, actually, which is why I posted that article on the Facebook group. So if you said Yokata embu or misete kudasaimashita, this would mean thank you for showing me the embu that was good, but it's not so good now, because you're putting E into the past. So in this case, the tense is dictated by the last verb. So if you wanted to say, you showed me a nice embu, it's still nice. It's still nice. So it would be I embu o misete kudasaimashita. I embu o misete kudasaimashita.
But if you wanted to say, for instance, that was a good embu, you could say, yokata embu desu.
No. So what you could say, sorry, you could say this. So I had to do some investigation today, and I spoke to Yuki about it. Is you could use yokata as a modifier before the noun. So you could say yokata embu desu. However, what generally people say is they reverse the order of that sentence, and they would say embu wa yokata desu if you're talking about the past tense. So very few people use the past tense of the E adjective as a modifier before the noun. It's grammatically correct. It's grammatically correct, but it's better to say embu wa yokata desu. Yeah. What this means basically, Joel, is that as far as I'm concerned, the embu is still good. It's in the past, and it's still a good embu. If you put yokata embu desu, or for example, yokata embu deshita, it means it was a good embu, but actually I've seen better ones, so I don't think it's very good anymore. So what I would advise is we keep this kind of use of the past tense of the E adjective in really, really simple ways. We will use it to say, kono keitai wa yokata desu. This phone was good, rather than yokata keitai desu, because not many people use this form of sentence. Okay, we're nearly finished, guys. I'm going to finish the sentence that I started with Tom, because I want us to now use the. So let's just use this. Let's see where we are with the sentence. It was I embu, so a good embu, or misete, te form of to show, kudasaimashita. You showed me a nice embu. But how would you say you showed your embu well? You showed your embu well. Or you showed me an embu well. So not good, but the adverb well.
The adverb would be iku.
Not iku.
Or you should go to
use yoi.
Yoku. The
Yeah.
yoku.
Yeah.
No, your embu. Andy's no embu wa.
So this would be an object, remember, Tom? Andy no embu is the object, so it would be not wa, but
because it's an object o.
Yes.
Not yeah. Then I have no and o. Yeah. No, Andy's no embu o.
Good.
Was good. Yoku misete kudasaimashita.
Perfect. Yes, that's the sentence I was looking for. Andy-san no embu o yoku
misete kudasaimashita.
Good. Yes. Good. What you're basically saying is, to be really simple about this, is if you wanted to, what you're saying is, embu o yoku misemashita. That's what you're basically saying, but you're making it politer and softer by saying misete kudasaimashita, which means you did this for me. Thank you for showing this amazing embu. You did it for me, especially for me, so thank you. If you just want to say you showed us a nice embu, which you might say to your students, for example, because you don't want to elevate their status too high, is you would say yoku enbu o misemashita. This is fine.
I would just say so.
Yeah. Yokatta. Yokatta. Yeah, good. Yeah.
Already a good sentence.
Yeah, it is. It is. You don't have to remember what the sentence we just made, this yoku misete kudasaimashita. Guys, it doesn't matter if you don't remember it for next week. The most important thing about this week is learning how to convert e adjectives, how to turn them into adverbs, and how to use this ku naru, ku narimasu. They're the three things. So using e adjectives as adjectives, adverbs using ku, and things which become something using ku. That's the most important thing. So let me just run through an example of getting hot. So atsui, atsui desu, it's hot. Atsukunai desu, it's not hot. Atsukatta desu, it was hot. Atsukunakatta desu, it wasn't hot. Hayaku ikimasu, I will go quickly or I will go early. Hayaku, quickly or early. Ikimasu, I will go. And then finally, atsuku narimasu, it becomes hot. Or if I want to say Japanese becomes hard, becomes difficult, Nihongo wa muzukashiku narimasu. So using narimasu, narimasu. Yeah, these are the three most important things for today. Okay, guys, do you want to unmute yourselves for a moment? Any questions or problems or observations or
practice?
Yeah, it is.
No,
it is.
Just practice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And as now we're getting our sentences to be much more sophisticated, and we can add more details. We'll start making more sentences, and I will start speaking more Japanese and get you guys to hear it, and then tell me what the answer is in Japanese. I think, and I think this is also believed by other linguists, is that rather than trying to translate it back into English to me, it's much better to hear it in Japanese and for you guys to respond in Japanese. So,
good luck to us.
Yeah, it is, but it gets your brain wired the right way. It stops you from thinking back into your original language and then retranslating, which is really tiring and long. Isa, as you probably know, I'm sure at the moment when I'm talking to you, you're not translating what I'm saying back into Italian.
Yeah.
You're thinking, you're not even thinking in English. You're hearing it and you're understanding it, and it's becoming straight into machine code. You don't have to turn it into a programming language first. It's going straight into your brain, into your perception. So I don't want you to translate it into your own language again and then translate it back. So Manuel. 明日の天気はどうなりますか? 明日の天気はどう means how or what. どうなりますか?
明日の
天気は
Okay, everybody join in.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. 明日の天気は
Yeah.
Tomorrow's weather.
どうなりますか? どうなりますか? So どう how なりますか? How will it be? How will it become?
暑いです。
暑いです will be it is hot, but how will it be?
暑いなります。
Not 暑いなります, but
暑く
exactly 暑くなります. Yes, good. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Excellent. Okay. Any other problems, guys? I don't mean about your general lives. I can't help you with that. Or climate change.
We have no lives.
Oh, that's true. Well, welcome to the club. You're in the right place.
I was practicing the adjective warm. Attakai, atakata, kudakata.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's learn this as a final thing to learn, guys. So warm, meaning pleasant warm, is atatakai. 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 So Freddie, you're the final victim for today. How would you say tomorrow it will become warm?
Ashita wa atsuku narimasu.
Oh, that's easy. What about, well, not hot, warm, pleasantly warm? Oh, good, yeah, good. Atataku narimasu.
My God.
Yes, yeah. So, Joel, sorry, you'll be the last challenge then. This is becoming addictive. How would you say yesterday was not warm? It was warm, but it was not warm. David, that was it, yeah. Atatakunakata desu.
Instructions unclear, bit my own tongue.
Yes. Luckily,
it's a good one to practice.
Yeah, you know, the young generation of Japanese are actually changing a lot of these difficult words and simplifying them. So, and this has only happened in the last 10 years. Muzukashi, meaning difficult, has become, I hate this, this is like, you know, slang or kind of rough speak, it's become muzui. Muzukashi has become muzui, difficult. And atatakai has become attakai. Attakai.
Attakai.
But we're not going to learn that. We can learn good traditional seitei gata Japanese. So we learn how to say this shit.
Actually, the word atatakai is quite used when I was last year in Japan. When I ordered something like a sandwich, people used to ask if I wanted it to be warmed up. So they would ask "Atatake or something.
So maybe what they said, Joel, I think what they might have said is "atatame mashoka." Atatame makaska. This is the verb to warm something up. Atatameru. Atatameru. Yeah.
It sounded like atatakai.
Yeah, the Chinese character, the kanji at the beginning is exactly the same. So it's using the we'll find this quite often, that where, for example, if you say, let's use an English word like house. House can be a verb. You can house somebody, which means to put somebody in a house. And in Japanese, the same thing happens. They'll use a kanji, a Chinese character, and use different endings to convert it between an adjective or a verb or a noun. And this will happen quite a lot. Yeah, atatameru is a really good example. Atatakai, warm. Atatameru, to warm up. Yeah. David, sorry, you said something just before, Joel?
Nope, I realised my own mistake.
What was it, just as a matter of interest?
Difference between muzui and mazui, but I read my little
yeah. Mazui is disgusting, isn't it? Yeah, muzui is difficult. Good. Thanks, guys. That's a lot of hard work. Well done.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you.
Disgustingly difficult then.
Muzuku muzukashi desu. Mazuku muzukashi desu.
Muzukashi.
In fact, you can use the superlative there. You can say sugoku muzukashi desu. Sugoi means awful. And if you want to say awfully, you say sugoku muzukashi desu.
Wait, isn't sugoi? Oh wait, can you hear me? Isn't sugoi like amazing?
Yeah, it means you can. Depends on how you say it. So you could say oh suge, sugoi. Yeah. This means great, fantastic. Or you can say oh suge. Not so good.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense now.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
How's it just intensifier?
I see.
Yeah, you've just got to look at the person's face or suge. Sugoi. Sugoi.
Yeah. Something that Jock told me a while back. He told me to never call something interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Omoshiroi, meaning interesting. You can't, if you say to any Ido teacher, this lesson was omoshiroi, they will give you a very strange look because it means funny or entertaining in that instance. So never say, oh, thank you, sensei, that was a very interesting seminar. It's like saying, Thank you, Sensei. That was a very interesting seminar.
So that's fine.
Yeah, you should say, I learned something. Benkyou ni narimashita. Benkyou ni narimashita. Yeah. Right, guys, dinner time.
Thank you. Bye
Thank you very much for the class. See you on Thursday.
Bye bye.
気をつけて。じゃあ。
You too.
Bye bye.